airplane up on its own, ready with a heavier battery. Hey guys, Rich here at Rcinformer. Today, guys, we got the new FMS 70mm Viper jet, guys. This is the first day we've had it out flying. We haven't even flown it yet, so this is going to be the very first flight. We're going to kind of do this as we would normally do with a new airplane, just to kind of show you guys how we set this thing up. So initially up front, we have a Roaring Top 3300 60C battery. I don't know, Steve, can you get in on that?
Got it.
Roaring Tops seem to be the battery to have nowadays, guys. Again, 3300 60C 6-cell pack in there. You can see we have it about 1 inch off the front. We really don't know how it's going to fly because we haven't flown it yet, but we're kind of testing the CG out today to see how it works. And this is the normal process we go through every time we get a new airplane. A couple other things I want to note off to you guys is if you notice, Steve, can you get right here on the aileron horn? It's on the farthest out horn hole there from the factory, as you can see right there. Can you get that?
Got it.
All right. Same thing with the elevator, Steve. I'm going to try and give you a sunny shot of that. Can you see that from where you are?
Yep.
Same thing right there, guys. I got that on the outer hole. Now that might be too much throw, guys. But we're going to take it out and kind of see what it does. You can see the airplane has a nice retractable landing gear set and optional flaps. Most little Viper jets, guys, don't need flaps, but you can pull this plug out right here and install flaps easy enough. But retracts are real robust. I just went ahead and put a little contact cement on all the E-rings just to keep the E-ring in place. But anyway, part of the idea today, guys, is to fly this thing, see how it flies right out of the box without any changes made to it. Steve, the aileron throws are as such right now. I put maximum aileron throw that I could get at 125% for high rate. I also put 100, and I also put about 70 to 75 in the aileron. So I have 3 settings to start off with. Elevators the same way, guys. I have about, I think it was 65 to 70% at low rate, about 80 or so, and about 100 at high rate. So we're going to fly this one time, guys, and kind of see how everything goes and then what kind of adjustments we have to make, and then me and Steve are going to talk about it. So one thing I do want to look at real quick, I'm just going to make sure all my controls are neutral, which it looks like they all are, and make sure everything's working in the right direction here, Steve. So let's see, right, left, up, down, left rudder, right rudder, and make sure my nose wheel steering. You ready, Steve?
Let's go.
All right, guys, this will either be a longer flight or a shorter flight based on how it flies out of the box. I'm going to use, to start off, for aileron and for elevator, I'm going to start with that mid rate. So it's roughly it's 100% on the ailerons and 80% on the elevator. So here we go. Man, that sounds good. The stock CG on this thing, guys, is bouncing around on the grass a little bit. Grass field demo today. Stock CG is about 90, 95. I think mine's about there. It might be around 85. So, but let's see how we do. You ready, Steve?
Set.
All right, here we go. Powering it up. Pitching back. Looks nice so far. Get the gear up. I tell you, that sounds good. I tell you, FMS has, I think, the best fans in the industry. They just seem to be, hey, not bad for the first time out, Steve. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's very windy out here today, too, guys. I can tell I got a lot of elevator authority with this. We bring the elevator back down to 70% on the low side. Ailerons are real touchy, but I kind of like it that way sometimes. Let's come by fast here. Actually, it's very smooth at 70%, very impressive. Let me go lower on the ailerons here, because I think that'll tame the ailerons. The ailerons are real snappy. That's at 70% aileron, guys. That's amazing. So we might want to bring those horn holes down a little bit on the elevator and the aileron, just to kind of take some of the sensitivity out of it. It's very windy, guys, so I don't want to get too low to the ground. I tell you what, Steve, I am liking that color.
Yep.
You can see that thing. Let's come by fast. Wow, that's impressive. A tailwind caught me there a little bit. Yeah, I think we're going to go one hole in, Steve, on everything, so we get more resolution out of everything. But for a first flight, I tell you, it's very stable right off. This is, honest to God, guys, first flight out. We hadn't had it out yet. I'm impressed. Real nice. Let's see if we can do a half cube in here at the end. Powering back. Nice. Power's off. Let's see what we are. We're at 1,000 milliamp on the battery right now, so I haven't used up too much. Let's come by fast again here. Let's go vertical, see what we can do, go by the moon. Man, that's got a heck of a roll rate. I tell you, even on the outer horn holes, I tell you, this thing is controllable. It's not crazy, but I think we can increase the resolution just a little bit if we go in one. It makes it, the controls a little more sensitive, but I tell you what, I can handle it like this. It's nice. So out of the box, it's not a bad flyer, that's for sure. Wow.
Lost it there for a second.
Yeah, no, that's okay. It's I almost lost it there for a second. Let's see. Let's go inverted here one time. See how that is. Needs a little negative, but that's good. It's windy today, man. Wow, I'm impressed. Look at that roll rate and low rate. Look at that. Yeah, I think we can tone it down a bit and still get good control, a little more control out of it. We're at 1600 on the battery, so geez. I tell you what, Steve, since it's flying, okay, let's just keep it up there for a bit, you know?
Yep.
We'll kind of use the battery, since it's a 3300, you know, we can probably use about 2000, 2300 without being too crazy. Man, I like this thing. Very, very touchy though on the control, so I definitely think we've got to tone that down a bit. Wow, nice jet. Yeah, they got a winner with this thing. All right, let me bring it into the center here. Ooh, yeah, here we go. That's full throttle. That's a nice sounding fan. All right, let's get the gear down. There are no flaps. A lot of times these little Viper jets, they just really don't need flaps, but yeah, we can definitely tone those down a bit. The controls are just a little bit sensitive. Back. Let's settle down. There we go. Nice, nice. Yeah, it doesn't really need flaps. I think flaps would really help it slow down a bit, but little bouncy on grass, but not bad. The wheels are a little small, but the wire wheels handle it. Now let's bring this in. All right, Steve, let's get this on the bench. Let's change those horn holes. See if we can get a little better resolution out of it. All right, guys, me and Steve put this out on the bench, and we made a little bit of tweaking. You can see right here on the aileron, we went to the middle hole. Okay, again, not necessary. Out of the box, it actually flies pretty good. And then right here, we went middle hole also here on the elevator. But what that allows us to do is, when I was flying the airplane before, my stick, I had to go all the way down to the lowest rate at 70%. So now I can up that rate, okay, get the same travel I was getting before, go lower, but even at full rate, I'm at 125%. I still get plenty of travel, so it actually gives me better resolution of the servo. Same thing with the elevator. You know, now I have a little bit smoother control, okay, out of that elevator, and I can use that now a higher rate. And what that does is it just allows me to get a finer movement out of the control surface. So we'll try it out like that. Also up front, guys, we're running a Genesis Power, one of my older batteries in here. It's a 3300 65C, and they've been holding up for years. I've had those things forever, so we'll see how that does. And actually right here you can see I have it about 1 inch off the front bulkhead there, roughly right about where that hole kind of starts there, and you can see that seems to balance it pretty good at about, I have mine about 85 millimeters maybe from, I use this panel line under here. If you notice underneath on the underside, this panel line right here, and I go back about 85 to 90 because it's a defined point to measure it at, and again, so it's right about in here, but that'll give you a good flight. So anyway, with that, guys, and this thing all set up, we'll go ahead and give this another flight with the trim settings all in there. Now last time on the telemetry, Steve, if you can get in on that, you got it? See if it'll zoom there. You got that?
Yep.
Okay, we only use 7 amps here. Now, out of the 3300 pack on the last flight, we used about 2200. Okay, so that flight was probably 3.5, 4 minutes, something like that, I think. So we'll see what this does. Quick flight control check here, right, left. I'm going to start off in middle rates this time because we have a little less travel and everything. And let's see what we can do with it. Right, left, up, down on the elevator, half rates all the way around. Here we go. Drive it on out there. Man, that sounds good. I tell you, it's a little bouncy on the grass, but I tell you what, it is a good grass field jet. I've noticed on pavement some of these things, especially this plane and some others, when you touch down on pavement, it's like ice. And if you don't have your speed right, you'll roll way to the end. So, all right, you ready, Steve?
Let's go.
All right, here we go. Taking off. Smooth liftoff. Powering it back a little bit. Oh yeah, that controls a little bit better now. It's a little smoother. Get a little trim in there. Bring it back to the middle. Let me get it trimmed up here a little bit. Little right aileron trim. We redid all the surfaces, guys, doing this, so you know it's going to be a little bit out of trim. So, but here we go. See how that works with half rates. Woo, there we go. Wind got me. Man, that sails. That thing looks good. All right, let's bring it back. I'm going to go to low aileron rates and see what we get. This is, I think, 70% on the aileron with the new horn position. Let's see what we get roll rate out of this. So that's still pretty fast at 70%. Here's full rate. That's just crazy. So yeah, I think bringing those horns in, I'll bring it over here, Steve, so you can get it. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I lost it on the...
Didn't mean to lose you here. I'm in the middle here. You got me?
Nope.
No, here it is. Go pick it up. There you go.
There we go.
It's a little thing, guys. It's hard to follow on film, especially with the stuff I'm doing with it here.
Try those rolls again, because I didn't
You ready?
get those, yeah.
That's all right. Did you stop filming?
No.
Okay, good. Keep going. Here we go. I'll pitch up a little bit and I'll roll it around.
There you go.
Yeah, it's very touchy. That's at 125% though. So if I go down to 70 with that middle horn position, you get a very good roll rate. It's still snappy. I mean, it just makes it easier for folks to fly this way by bringing that horn hole in one and then raising your throw a bit, and you get the same amount of surface travel but with a much finer control. So getting down low and fast is a lot easier to do. Yeah, let's pitch it up here. Half Cuban here at the end. Very nice, very nice. Nice jet, very nice sport jet. Let's see here, what do we got for burn here? We're at 1400, so. And you know, this plane will probably fly great with a heavier battery. We could probably put that 4400 roaring top in there. Nice bird, man. That hole's inverted pretty nice. There we go, look at that. Sweet jet. Nice little sport jet, guys, from FMS. They're starting to make some of the best jets around, guys. Rumor has it. Bring it right into the middle here. I'm gonna go vertical. Here we go, Steve, up. It'll go. Just let it fall. I'll just do an easy pull out here. Yeah, see, that's at half rate on the elevator. So let me see if I can give you a slow pass down here. Again, no flaps. That's one advantage of having flaps, is you can probably get the airplane. All right, let me slow it down. Kind of lost it in the trees there a little bit. Yeah, let me bring it back around again. All right, let's bring it on in here. Get it as slow as I can. I got the power off here. This is an older battery, so I want to think about that. There we go. Yeah, if you got some flaps in there, you can get it at a little slower speed for sure. So that might be an advantage of the flaps, but I think they're kind of trying to keep this a sort of a budget jet a little bit. All right, Steve, we're at 2200, so that's about the limit on our battery. Let me bring it up. I'm going to pull out hard left. Gear down. And we'll bring it on in with some power here. Let's go. Turn, little steep bank turn there. Power's off. I'm just letting it kind of come in here. There we go. Ease it on in. Holding it back, holding it back. There we go. It's got a nice wing to it, guys. It produces a whole lot of lift, and you know, without the flaps, you know, you don't have drag to slow it down. Those winglets make it real efficient, so the plane just wants to keep flying. So, but you got to get the speed right. But it's a nice flying little jet, guys. Anyway, guys, be looking for the unboxing video. I'll put that out here pretty soon. I've been so busy at work, it's been tough to get some of these videos out, but we'll be trying, me and Steve, we're trying to get some more out here for you. And here we go, guys. That's probably right at the limit. Can you get in on that? See that? We used 2400 there. Use 2400, guys, as you can see right here, and that's about what you want to use out of a 33, probably no more than that. So anyway, guys, very nice jet from FMS, very nice sport jet. Check it out. Horizon Hobby and FMS Models has it, and again, be looking for that unboxing video. I'll throw that out here too around the same time I launch this thing. Steve, nice job filming, guys. Thanks for watching Rcinformer. As always, we'll see you next time.